Hey folks, how we doing tonight? Smiling Stu coming to you with Get Started Home Business, coming to you from Battle Creek, Michigan. All right, folks. Well, I've got kind of an interesting topic for you tonight. I want to talk a little bit about specialized knowledge or where to find it. And specialized knowledge, let's first define what that is. I mean, we all have common knowledge, common sense, things that we just learn day to day. Specialized knowledge is something that you learn for a trade or for a specific reason. So, for instance, a plumber has specialized knowledge in how to fit pipes, how to install plumbing, etc. A electrician has specialized knowledge in electronics. Computer technician has specialized knowledge in computer programming or whatever. So acquiring specialized knowledge is kind of key to a lot of things that you're trying to do, and it's really one of the keys to success is the overall specialized knowledge. And so I wanted to talk to you, to bring you a little story of Henry Ford that was talking about specialized knowledge. I was reading through Think and Grow Rich, which of course, I go to my mastermind every morning, and I've been executing a new rereading of it just for that, for just to get a better understanding of it. So let me just kind of come over here real quick. This right here, folks, this is the mastermind call itself. It is absolutely free. If any of you are interested in using it, just get these phone numbers right off of here and you can call in. That's the access code. And they're happy to have you. It's a very welcoming group of people. I really recommend it to help get your mindset right if you're trying to get into business. Um, anyway, and it also comes with, I also have this entire curriculum, copy of the Think and Grow Rich book, a copy of The Science of Getting Rich, a copy of The Law of Success. Um, this is our major definite purpose, which is part of the self-confidence formula and part of what they talk about in Think and Grow Rich. So anyway, a number of books here, some other resources. Again, this is absolutely free if you guys would like it. Um, I'll be happy to get you a link for this. In fact, I'll drop it below when we get done so you can have it. Strongly recommend this mastermind. But anyway, let's go to Think and Grow Rich. The main reason I'm here is because it gives you a digital copy of Think and Grow Rich. And I thought it would be a little easier to do this if we could all see it. So anyway, story of Henry Ford here. It starts right on the very bottom of page 132. But then I'm just going to kind of briefly cover it for you so we don't actually have to read it. But basically, as it goes, during World War II, Chicago newspaper published some certain editorials. And in the editorials, one of the statements was that Henry Ford was called an ignorant pacifist. And Ford, of course, not being willing to sit down and take something like that, filed a suit and sued them for, I guess, slander or libel. So sued him for libel. And so anyway, the newspaper thought that they would go ahead and fight this lawsuit. And the lawyer's strategy in fighting this lawsuit was that Ford really was only able to do what he did in terms of making cars and things like that because he had specialized knowledge in that area. But they set out to prove that he didn't have common knowledge, basically, that he was ignorant in terms of his how he felt about things and so forth. So, quote, an ignorant pacifist. So he was ignorant, and that's what led him to pacifism. So anyway, during this trial, they plied him with questions um, like, who was Benedict Arnold, and how many soldiers did the British send over to America to put down the rebellion in 1776? And in answer to the last question, Mr. Ford replied, I do not know the exact number of soldiers the British sent over, but I've heard it was considerably larger number than ever went back. Pretty pretty accurate statement. And really, do the numbers actually matter? It was the outcome that matters, and that was the point he was making. And so they continued on with some stupid questions for him, and finally he got upset with them, and he said, look, I can waste a lot of time answering these questions, but the reality is If I have a question on anything, I have a row of electronic buttons on my desk. And if I just push the right button, I will get a person in there to answer any question I have, because he had just a whole staff of people that had an array of knowledges, specialized knowledge, and knowledge of other things that he could call on in a moment's notice. So the point behind that was you don't necessarily have to possess all of the specialized knowledge that there is. Go ahead and get rid of this at this point. We've already looked at that, but you don't really have to possess all the specialized knowledge yourself. Um, Basically, you can surround yourself with the people that have that specialized knowledge. And hey, it looks like we got a couple people watching tonight. We got Darren. Hey, Darren, good to see you. And Carol, hey, good to see both of you guys. Happy to have you in here. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, specialized knowledge is one of those things that, as long as you know where to call on it, that's really the genius. And so, if you're trying to get started in your home business, one of the things you want to learn is you don't have to have all the specialized knowledge. And, that's one of the things that scares a lot of folks when they're getting started in a home based business is, especially with like affiliate marketing, is I'm not techie enough to do this, or uh, I can't do that, or I can't do the other thing. And the reality is, you can summon people to do those things. And so it's not necessarily what, but who. Okay, so who's going to do it for you? Now, there's some costs involved, but sometimes you pay for speed. If it's something I'm going to struggle with for a long period of time trying to get done, you know, why do I want to spend hours trying to figure out a logo when I don't really know the graphic arts of that, when I could just go pay somebody on Fiverr to get it done in a matter of, an afternoon, and have it complete with all the copies I need and everything else. Now, it might cost me $7,500 to get a good one, but that's something where I can pay for speed and not bog down myself on that. So that's just one example, but you can get VAs to handle communication in your Facebook for you. You can get VAs to, well, you get people to write email letters for you. Now, these people are all going to charge you something to do that, but the point being, you don't have to have all that specialized knowledge, just like Henry Ford didn't have to have all that specialized knowledge to do what he did. He had the right people. He knew where to call upon the knowledge. Now, in today's time, you can call on it on the internet, and they don't have to be in-house specialists the way Ford had to. Ford had to pay a whole bunch of people and keep them in-house to have this kind of stuff. But now you just get on. You probably ask Alexa. Alexa will get it for you. But anyway, yeah, you can find it on the internet now. So you can pay for speed if you need to pay for speed, and it's a great thing to be able to do. Anyway, folks, have a fantastic night. We will see you all on Monday and take it over from there. Have a great weekend, folks. Smile and Stew out. Take care.